Hey, it's OCS Crimea, finally. I think that this is kind of I would say this is a introductory level to OCS. This may replace Smolensk as possibly might be a better introductory OCS game, I think. So let's take a look at what we've got in here. Great box art, of course, naturally. They never fail on those. It's very simple. You've got 2 counter sheets. And, well, 3 if you count the tokens here. And, of course, we all have tons of these. But you have 2 counter sheets, and some of these are replacement counters for other games. You have Korea, Blitzkrieg Legend, Sicily 2, Hungarian Rhapsody, Smolensk, of course, and the usual suspects of replacement counters that you can get. So 2 counter sheets, and that's it. I'm digging that. And we have some new terrain effects charts, full color, glossy, and we have the combat effects over here now on the right, which is nice. It's all on one sheet. You get 2 of these. This is great. It's a 1 mapper, and you also get Soviet player displays here. The Soviet player gets a dead pile 1. I did not see Axis player display 2. I don't think there is one. So you have this one for the Axis player. And you also have this one. So there's their player displays. You get a nice new series rules 4.3 glossy full color rulebook. So, I mean, again, this is a great entry point for OCS. You get the latest rulebook. It's full color. And you get the playbook here with all of your scenarios. And here's your list of scenarios on the left here. All right. The Axis player is tasked with breaking into the Crimean Peninsula and clearing it of enemy forces, rite of passage. Now this one here, I'm going to be doing like a Tale of Two Crimeas. Now, overall, which Crimea game do I like? I'm still leaning toward Barbarossa Crimea for the East Front system. I kind of like that game a little bit better, but this one, I've yet to play a full scenario in this. I've been messing around with some of the new rules and everything, but let's take a look at that. So the add-on rules for this, again, very, very small. You just kind of read through this, and you can get a sense of what's, the special things you need to learn. And a lot of these are special circumstances that are not going to affect your play in, like, the first learning scenarios. You have Dora here. It's the most massive gun ever built, of course. Anyone that studies World War II knows that. Some torpedo bomber stuff. Reinforcements, Axis special rules. Your usual hip shot entry. Now here, it's limited by date. 41, 42, only Stukas can perform them during 1943 to 44. So there is a restriction on that. And then there's Crimea with Third Winter. So you can use your Third Winter OCS game and combine it with that, which is kind of cool. And then we have some Soviet special rules in this book. So again, it's not too much of a burden. Now, the main thing that's going to get you is probably the naval operation stuff. That's going to be the thing that causes the most... If you use this as a beginning game, it's going to be the thing that causes you the most consternation. There's beachhead markers and things like that you're going to want to learn if you're the Soviet player, because they did try several beach assaults, some that were horribly turned back. So there's a couple of naval things that they're going to want to have to learn. There's some optional rules of combining Crimea with other OCS games, Case Blue, etc. Third Winter, like I mentioned before. So, not too hefty. They mention all the errata counters that are included here. So again, not a huge game, and like I said, it's a 1 mapper. Let me just uncover this. The map's not, super special. Compared to the Barbarossa map, definitely not as pretty. So you can see down here, here's Paracop and all these fun things. The GMT Games one gives you the zoom in scenario here, the one that I love so much that if you look back at my previous videos that I beat myself on, it is fun though. So you can look right in there, and it does have charts on the map, but since it's one mapper, I'll cut them some slack, and you've got special ice development rules here, and with your ground conditions all in there, and then you can go all the way down into here. So nice one mapper if you're looking to kind of get into the system. Smolensk may still have the simpler rules because you don't have to deal with all the naval complications. But I mean, if you already have Smolensk and you want to refresh your OCS and maybe try something different for once, you know, get a different location or something, Crimea might be one to look into. I'm just glad to have another copy of the 4.3 rulebook. Like I need, you know, I've only got like 7 of these, but it's just nice to have a nice color one that you can hack up and mark on. But sometimes when I come back to relearning the system, I'll grab a new one and just highlight and look at it and things like that. But yeah, so that's OCS Crimea. Again, not too overwhelming, not a lot of counters. So I haven't seen too many videos on this yet. Here's all your special counters down here. And I do think the charts are a massive step up for MMP. I do think this is a welcome. They're a lot cleaner than what we've been seeing in previous games. It's also a simpler game a little bit, but it's so much easier to read. Oh my God, like Third Winter and Hungarian Rhapsody, it looks like someone threw up on the movement on the train effects chart. So this is a lot cleaner. I do like this, so it's nice. But anyway, okay. Other stuff I've got going on. I don't really post on this channel anymore because it's not really war game related. I don't want to lose subscribers, so I'm playing BattleTech, putting Gundams together, modeling, or as they would say, gunpla. It's complicated modeling, but it doesn't require glue. It's basically like mecha. You can look it up on YouTube. Playing a lot of video games. And a lot of the board gaming I'm doing is not war game military related, so I don't want to put it on this channel. Because then people just unsubscribe or just leave nasty comments. So, yeah. Which is why I don't really post a lot on here anymore, but I wanted to share the OCS look here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Good starter. I mean, the map is, you know, not the greatest map, but I'll have to see a lot from this. I'm still leaning toward the East Front system in terms of my East Front stuff. It's just really fun. But I'll get back on the OCS thing here and maybe give this one a shot. With that first scenario, I think is, let me take a look here. I'm looking for one where they might mention how bad, let's see. The Soviets reacted slowly to the initial assault on the Perekop due to worries about possible Axis air and seaborne assaults. Any Soviet unit that's in an Axis ZOC, sorry, ZOC, or attacked in any way becomes active immediately. So this is kind of like that first one in the GMT one. I like that there's optional play continuation, so you can keep going. With agreement of both players at game start, you can continue at the end of the scenario. That's kind of cool. I do like that. And then it just goes on to more things. And the main reason I haven't been playing OCS lately is because I just have been really lazy and I haven't felt like doing, you know, I'll get to like setting it up and then I'm kind of like, so I haven't felt like doing that lately. I just look at it and my eyes gloss over. So yeah, I've been getting ready to play a lot of BattleTech. So I'm learning BattleTech and getting into that lately too. But again, not on this channel, but BattleTech's pretty awesome. It brings me back to my high school days. So I'll be starting that up again. Here's mini scenario 2. And then there's a little mini scenario 1 right here. I like the name, Eviction Notice. All right, so that's it. And toward the back here, I like they included abbreviations again and their designer notes. So there you go. and your cool random event table. All right, OCS Crimea finally here. Had it for a few days now. Just haven't posted the video yet. All right, I'll keep everyone up to date. Thanks.